Praise the Lord, everybody. I just kind of just want to drop a quick video, and I want to talk about lust. This is a video that I want to talk about, and I want to give my testimony about this. Is that I was battling lust, and the way I was battling lust was, I was, I was watching porn and I was masturbating, and then I was fornicating all at the same time. I was so bad at watching porn that I would watch porn 1 minute, and 10 minutes later I watch it again and again because like at that time, I was a lukewarm Christian, and I was like, man, I kept saying, God forgive me, and I kept doing the exact same thing again. And then I was battling sexual thoughts, sexual dreams. I was battling a lot of things that I had to be delivered from. So one night, I had a dream, and when I had a dream, it was just a terrible dream that I'm not gonna really discuss. But when I woke up from that terrible dream, I got on my knees and I told God, I said, Lord, I'm gonna serve you, and I will stop watching porn. I will stop masturbating, and I will stop doing all these things, and I will follow you. When I said that prayer and I meant it with my heart, I stayed up all night. It was like I think it was like 4 or 5 in the morning. I stayed up to like about 7, and at 7 o'clock I had to go, to school to take some tests and stuff. So when um when I stayed up all night praying, the desire of me watching porn and masturbating went away. It went away. And when it went away, the feeling that I had was, I was like, man, I'm so happy. I'm so excited. And then God, led me to Matthew chapter 10 when he said with his disciples, he said, I'm giving you power to go out, and cast out demons and begin to heal the sick and go out and preach the word. So when I prayed that night, also I prayed to be God's disciple, and he led me to Matthew chapter 10. So I really want to just give somebody some encouragement that if you are battling lust, that you can overcome it. You can overcome it, but it comes, number one, with a decision within you saying, God, is that, Lord, I'm going to serve you. I'm going to walk with you. I'm going to stand with you. I think in the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 16, God said that I would rather have you hot or cold, but lukewarm, I will spew you out of my mouth. I want you to know is that you're going to have to make a decision and say, Lord, I'm going to choose you no matter what comes, no matter what goes. I'm going to stand in your word. I'm going to stand in your name. See, oftentimes we choose what we want to choose. We stand in what we want to stand. And we get confused about life. We get confused about a whole lot of things. We look on YouTube for videos. We talk to a whole lot of people to battle what we have to battle. We suffer bipolareness because of our past and past situations. But I want you to know is that the only way you're going to be free is through Jesus, because he has the power to set you free. He has the power to free you from all ever curses, all things that hold you down. He has the power to free you. He has the power to uplift you. So I suffered from this so bad to the point that, man, I didn't even got to the point I didn't even love myself. I didn't even care about myself. But when I begin to surrender to God, see, that's the problem that people need to understand. Number one, if you want deliverance from sexual thoughts and lustful things, you have to surrender to God. The devil gonna try to plant it in your mind, but when the devil will plant things in your mind, learn how to rebuke it. Rebuke the evil idea. Because those evil ideas are seeds that could grow into a tall tree in your mind that produce inside your actions. Number two, those things that are around you that's causing you to commit sin. You may look at Facebook, you may have nothing but naked women, or for women you have nothing but man with his shirt off, of a man that's not of God in your face, and you may lust after them. You read the book of Matthew chapter 5 verse 27. He said you look at, he used the example of a woman, but it's same as man too. You look at a woman or a man in a lustful way, you commit adultery in your heart. So we have to understand, number three, is that when you come before the Lord, first you need to be delivered from whatever the demon, whatever spirit that bounds you in lust. The devil tries to use lust to control you because he knows you have a bright future with God. He knows that. That's why the devil battles you. I'm gonna give you a scripture in book of James chapter 4 verse 8. He said, draw near to God and he will draw near to you. Understand is that when you come before the Lord and say, Lord, here I am, and Lord, I give you my life. and you begin to allow God to work upon you, God is able to break the chains of sin that is upon your life. But the decision you're going to have to make is that, God, I'm going to stand with you. Now, there's something else, a scripture that I want to give unto you, as I find it. It begins to say, the book of James chapter 4, he said, if you are a friend of the world, you are an enemy of God. Basically what I'm saying is that we can't serve two masters. If you want to be in the world, then be in the world. If you're going to be in the world, just know that you are not in God. Basically what I'm saying is that it's a decision that you're going to have to make with yourself. The saying, Lord, I'm going to serve you. I'm going to walk with you. I'm going to seek to find you. And then when you come unto the Lord, you read in the book of James chapter 4, verse 10, he said, humble yourself before the Lord, and he will exalt you. Humble yourself and saying, Lord, I don't know the way. I don't know the ways to walk. Teach me how to, and some people may lack understanding of the Bible. Teach me how to understand your word. Teach me how to decipher what you want me to decipher. Teach me, Lord, of how to be holy and walk in sanctification. Teach me, O Lord. Then you get to the book of 1 Peter. Because when God teaches you, when God guides you, a lot of times for us is that we look up things of this world. We look up things, what's happening in this world. We look at all the riches. Everybody's having, sleeping around. Everybody is trying to be rappers. Everybody trying to make a lot of money. Everybody got the nice jewelry. But I want you to focus on this. 1 Peter chapter 4, it says, to an inheritance that is impunishable, undefined, and unfading, kept in heaven for you. Understand is that unpunishable, unfading means that this gifts, the gifts that God has for you in heaven, no man could take it away. It does not get old. It does not rust. It does not tarnish. It does not have moth upon it. It does not fade. But it's kept for you because now you understand is that you have to follow the will of God. When I gave up masturbation, guys, I want to tell you that I feel so much better. I could focus on God more. It's still some things that I would love to work out with myself because it's always a race. But I want you to know is that you can overcome whatever you are battling. But it's going to come with a decision saying, Lord, I'm going to give it up to you. Some of us may be battling unforgiveness of our past that's bounding us. Then lust grips us. Some of us may be raped. Some of us may be molested. Some of us may be touched on. But if you want to give over lust, first, you got to give your life to the Lord. Y'all stay blessed.